Hey, hey, hey. Good evening, everybody. It's time for a little Influencer Club webinar. It's about 9:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give me a one if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Awesome. We got some awesome folks here tonight. Um, I have been ramped up and excited and on an adrenaline rush since February 28th of this year, you guys. I just I've been looking for this thing my whole entire online career, and ever since I wanted to get away from, the corporate world, the 9 to 5, punching in my time clock for another man and working for the man and building somebody else's dream. So a lot of you guys in here have experience, and a lot of you don't. And it can go both ways. The experience gave me a very, very bitter taste towards the end, towards the last few months of what was going to be my network marketing career, because I was about to throw in the towel. And I know a lot of you in here have felt the exact same way. And it was always that rush at the beginning of, this is going to be the next best thing, and this is going to pull you out of, this is going to get you into retirement early, and this is going to get you to release from your 9 to 5, and this is going to put your kids through college, all these promises. But it turns out the same every time, and either the company falls apart or your team falls apart, or you just get to the point where you join the NFL club, no friends left. And so that's where I was. It was around, I would say, the beginning of the year. And I was in several different companies, several different opportunities. And, I've done it all. And I was tired, man. And I was burnt out, and I was, I was ready just to accept the fact that there wasn't anything online that was going to get me to, all these dreams I had in the first place, why I joined network marketing. So my reason for being so amped up and excited this entire time from February 28th was because I've stayed so close to everything that's going on. And, down the line, I did become closer by joining the corporate team, and I get to talk to Peter every day. But what he shares with me are the exact same things that he shares on the Thursday night members call. So I hope that we all can, instill that in the minds of the community members, that these calls are very important, and there's reasons why we do them, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. Doug is an animal. He's an absolute beast. I have to tell him to sleep sometimes, and Peter has to tell him to sleep because he just goes at it. And so there's a lot of things around the corner, and we're going to be finishing this year pretty strong. And as 2017 is going to be, is finally going to be the year to remember. And I remember for so many years I would say this is going to be the year to remember, but I can actually fully believe it this time. And so congratulations to everyone out there who has become a part of this, call it the Kula movement, this whole new collaboration marketing. And tonight, I'm going to bring him on in just a little bit, but we have a special guest tonight, and I'm excited to have him on. And I'll get into that in just a little bit, because I want to preface the story with something good for you guys. So let's start out real quick. We had a couple of members express that they wanted me to go over a couple of things. And so a couple of little Facebook things. And I just kind of want to make sure. I know it's hard for everybody to go back and listen to the webinars, and this is, I think, week 11 or week 12 that we've been doing these Monday night webinars. And the whole motivation or the whole drive behind these Monday night webinars is to, it's kind of a motivation night, kicking off the week, do a little inspiration, and do a little training on social media, so we can get you whoever's not comfortable to a comfortable level where their anxiety level is lower and their knowledge base is a little bit higher. So I'm going to share my screen here for you guys. Up there. First of all, I'm going to show this quick little video from Peter. Some of you guys, most of you guys have probably seen it, but I just want to show it real quick, and then I'm going to show how to share it, and then I'm going to actually show you how to embed a link into a post. And I know I've gone over this several times, so bear with me if you guys have seen it before, if you know how to do it, but it's good just to have it down.
We are 3 feet away from gold. We've already did one mine. It's called Zip and Store. We've done a second mine. It's called Park Smarts for Kids. You know, you guys have heard that the way people get wealthy is what? They've said it in the MLM industry forever. Compounding, right? Take a penny, double every day, double, 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 double. You know, after 30 days, how much money do you have? Like $11 million, right? So I want to explain to you this in what we're doing with Kula Brands. So if you're in Zip and Store, and now you're in Park Smart for Kids, and then another product, and then another product, and another product, and another product, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. All of a sudden, can you guys see this compounding? You've got revenue coming in from each of these. Might be small in the beginning, small amount of revenue, but then some of these really start to take off, right? And they start to expand, and they start to grow. And other ones grow a little bit slower. But over the course of time, it goes from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 different individuals. You're talking about diversification of income. You're in 40 different companies, 50 different companies. Some growing faster, some growing slower, all pouring revenue into your banking account month after month after month after month. Year after year after year after year. How many people does this sound pretty good to, right? Having money coming in all the time. Royalty checks, being able to walk into stores all over the world, convenience stores, going through the swap meet and seeing products that you're part of. Target, Walmart, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Home Depot, you know, everywhere and anywhere. You're going and you're seeing products that you are getting paid a royalty on, and not just some of them. This is not a, hey, you go out and become a superstar, build a big team, you make a lot of money. Here, when you become a superstar and you're making a lot of money, so is a lot of other people. And you're making money off of every single sale in that product, meaning if you've supported Zip and Store, or if you've sold a Zip and Store, or when you supported it, you pledged, you shared it, and have points in the branding and marketing pool, and in the founders pool, and then in the sales pool. Every single unit of Zip and Store that ever sells, you're getting a piece of. Not just what you do, not just that what Kula Brands does, but every single one of them, guys. And that's the exciting part. That is when things really begin to grow. And they can start to, and again, 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 projects. Judge us by what we've done, right? We just looked at a bathroom product that we're going to be putting out here. Designers working on it. We're going to get it to manufacturers. Another great product that we're going to have. All kinds of things. Shoe products, food products, internet products, health products, all different types of stuff, guys. And so the neat part about it is this is, have you guys ever went to go build a business and you go to somebody who you go, God, this person would be perfect for it. And then you go to them and it's a nutritional business. And then they go, well, I just don't like nutrition. And they shut you down. You can't do that here because we're going to have such a diverse of products that we're going to have something that interests everybody on moving forward and getting going.
All right, so I love watching that video because it really encaptures the whole idea behind what it means, where we're going to be in this time next year, because really mind-blowing if you can wrap your head around being involved in over 45, 50 companies this time next year. So let me show you real quick how to share this video. Somebody had asked me how to share it, and you just click this little paper airplane looking thing here, and you can actually share it straight to any of these social media sites right here. You can embed the video if you have a website. Easy way to do it is just copy this link here. And I like to do everything from my fan page because I think it just looks more professional that way. So you paste the link right here, and you see how the video populates here. And now I can go back and delete that link, so there's not a link sitting up, and it just doesn't look very clean if there's a link sitting there. And I have different stuff saved on my Post-its. I like to keep organized, so I'll just go and paste what I wrote earlier. You know, we have everything you've been looking for, and then hashtag. Hashtags are to be able to be searchable and good for juicing. It's good for the juice, man. So I'll just go ahead and click publish. We'll just publish that real quick. So that's how you would do the video. That's one way of doing it. So another member had asked how to embed a link. This is actually also in your Cooler Brands back office under the training. But let me just go through it real quick. And let's say I want to use somebody else's information, like not information, but somebody else's post. So let's say I look in Deborah's Facebook wall and I see like something cool. She shared Scott's video. I have something that I want to embed a link in, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what Deborah said. So instead of sharing, and I think this one's actually okay because her link is not in here. So it's okay to share. Where's the button? There it is right here. So it's okay to share this to my wall if I want, because it has an awesome video of Scott there. And it actually just says inbox me for more info, so I don't need to worry about sharing it to my wall with somebody else's link. Unless you really want to promote for somebody else, which is very sweet of you, and that's awesome. But if you want to get your own referrals, then it's a good idea to do that. And so just you'll just highlight, copy their text, right? Go back into your, okay, so you have this info here, right? And so what are we talking about? We're talking about all these different retailers that are going to be picking up products and that we're going to earn money off of the sale of, you know, all these products worldwide. So maybe I want to find something eye-catching or something that kind of relates to the post. And so one thing you can do is what I did was I just went and searched Google for images of the biggest retail store logos, and right-clicked this one, and I saved it to my computer. And I know this was quite a large photo, so I want something that's going to fit and look good in this post. So a certain dimension is preferred for this. So you can use PicMonkey. That's www.picmonkey.com is a good one I like to use. It's a free photo resizing website. And so if you see right here that the size is huge, it should be around 550 for a nice looking 550 by 3 usually is a good size, but this looks good. So I'm going to save this image. So I'm going to save it real quick. Save image as, we'll just do logos. Okay, so now that I saved it, it's in my computer, right? And then, so I'm going to go back to my post. Here it is. Now here's how to embed it. To get your link to come up, you're going to type it. You're going to copy and paste your referral link. I have a domain. And so what I'll do is I'll just type that in. And it works the same if you just paste in your referral link. So what happens, you see how it populates right here? So that's going to be the link, but you want to embed it, right? So so now I can take this link out, so it doesn't need to be ugly and sitting in the text. I can just have that there, and I can click this little box. Let me just make sure you guys saw that. This little square box. Hey, buddy. Sorry, my dog is chewing on a really loud bone. This little box here with a plus sign. You're just going to click that there. That's how you add an image. And I believe this is the one I just saved. There it is there. And so it populates with the picture that you choose. And then when you click publish, let's see if it worked okay. There you go. So this is the effect I wanted to have. It's the picture of all the logos and the text I wanted. And so when somebody reads it and they go, oh, cool, this sounds pretty cool, I'm just going to click on this. They're going to click this link, and it's going to take them to the Cooler Brands website. So awesome. That worked fantastically. Okay, so hopefully if that made sense for everybody, just throw me a 1. If I went too fast or if you didn't get it, just throw me a 2. And yes, Nadia, I can. Let me go back there. Let me make sure there wasn't any questions. What was the first part again, please? Michelle, which first part were you referring to? Let me go back for Nadia here real quick. This is the Vimeo site. If it's the YouTube, it'll look a little different. But on Vimeo, here's the little paper airplane. It says share. So you just click that, and you can copy this link here, or you can click one of your social media buttons, and you can actually pin it straight to there. Which is, you guys are getting proficient in Pinterest. It's a good idea to pin it to one of your boards. Google Plus is really good. All these are really good. So hopefully that answered your question, Nadia. Michelle, did we find out what's the Vimeo channel name? It's the Cooler Brands channel. See right here, you can actually click following right here. And that brings up a good point to you guys. Make sure you're going to every single social media site and liking or following Cooler Brands, because we want to build a following. We want the company to be ranked higher and get more exposure. So if you haven't done so, do that. And you can like all the stuff on here. Vimeo is a little different, but yeah, it's Cooler Brands. And let's see. Okay, got it. I need help to attach to a website from another time. However, I need help how to attach it to a website for another time. I'm not quite sure exactly I got that, Colleen, but do you mean how? Oh, no tonight? All right, so one other thing I wanted to go, will get with me, Colleen. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking, but let me see here. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yes, we'll go over that. I did that. I think it was the last webinar we did about how to purchase a domain name, but I can go over that in a video. I can make a video on that. Okay, so another real quick thing I want to go over is in your Cooler Brands back office. And guys, this is super exciting. I mean, this temporary website back office has been great for the temporary time being, and tracking everything and having referral links. Basically that's what it does. But I've been a part of and seen the new back office, and grateful that I've had my input in it, and it's very robust. It's very user friendly. It's very appealing to the eye, and a lot of cool features. And you guys will get to see it soon. They're working really hard on it, and everything is going to be all in one place. So all this having to go to Cooler Funded, and then your Cooler Shop, and then I know it gets confusing, and it's hard to find things, but I just wanted to show you real quick under the resource pages. One thing, and when you have your own business, it's super important to invest in yourself and invest in your own business. So under marketing tools here, just a couple of things I want to show you. The Zip and Store postcard is right here. If you guys have not seen that yet, Joe Shoup had this made and had his good friend print these up for us. So you can order these. It's a 5x5 by 8.5. You can order different amounts, and you can put all your information on there. Super awesome. If the great thing about this company is everybody is different in different skill set, and some people like going out physically and handing people something that's tangible, that they can touch and feel and see, which I'm definitely a proponent of that. So I just wanted to show you where that is. I know Michael ordered some today, or was ordering some today. Also in here, this is just a QR stamp for you guys for when you get your business cards. If you want to stamp your business cards with a QR code, which a lot of smartphones have the scanning capability. So all you do is scan the business card code, and your website pops up and saves it on their phone, and all that great technology stuff there. So that's there. Wanted to show you that those promotional videos that I just showed you. The other one is awesome that Peter did, and they have quite a few more videos coming. You guys, they did like a whole weekend of filming, and a few other things we're going to announce on Thursday. But those two videos are here. So I just wanted to show you a few things and get you kind of the current promotions back here in your back office. I know some people were asking where that was. So it helps just to play around in your back office. Sometimes you're not going to break anything. Don't worry about anything down here that's really not active. But yeah, I just wanted to go over those for you guys tonight and get everybody on the same page and rocking out. One more thing I want to show you. Our awesome member, Michelle Shore. I don't know if she's on tonight. I can't see the list right now, but she did an awesome case study that she posted in the IC. Have you guys seen this yet? Throw me a 1, or if you have not seen it yet, throw me a 2. I just want to know kind of where we're at. So you haven't. A lot of people have not seen this. All right, tisk, 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 you guys. Okay, so Michelle and I were going over this the last couple of days. She did an amazing job. A case study is something that's professionally done. It's when you have a new company or project or a product that it's more like a review with facts and information on the company. So this is in the IC group for your downloading pleasure, and you can also, she posted in there a PowerPoint where you can actually add your link, so which is really good. And I'm just going to scroll through it kind of really quickly, but just to show you, it's almost like it's great that you can, if you want to print it out, it's great for emailing. If you have a list, if you have people that people that don't want to sit through the webinar, it's a good alternative. And I think it's really awesome. And it explains pretty much everything that Peter does in the video on paper. And you see down here, this is where I added my link, which you can do as well, or you can choose not to if you don't have PowerPoint. You can, there's a PDF file that you can just copy to your computer, but it looks really sharp. And, she's got, she pretty much explains Cooler Brands and, why crowdfunding fails, why companies need Cooler Brands, how we help the inventors, what gap selling is, all this great information. It goes on and on, and it has an awesome piece on the Zip and Store and the success of Zip and Store, Len's story, the success on Kickstarter, and, just really cool stuff, you guys. So, we try to keep you current. I'm going to post this in the main group too, once I think about it tonight. But everybody thank Michelle for doing that. That's really awesome of her. Okay, let me see if I covered everything I wanted to real quick. Okay, looks good. Anybody got any questions before I bring my guest on tonight? Cool. Oh yeah, so just real quick, you guys, I use Namecheap, and I think it was about around $9, $10 for my domain name for the year. And I redirect all my, mine's the Kula Life. So I redirect it to go to all the different referral links in the back office. And I actually bought a different one for the cool Shop Kula. So I just kept them separate for all the products that are going to be coming out. Number one, because it looks professional to have a name of a website. And for two, when you're out talking to somebody, it's kind of hard to say, my link is dr741.referral./go/A347. So if you get my drift, I just go around and say, you guys, how would you be interested in taking a look at something where you can earn royalties from the coolest new inventions, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Cool. Just go to, it's called thecoolalife.com. Go check it out. And, how do you spell that? Here, I'll write it down. Super easy, but it looks professional. How do you redirect links? So Nadia, when you purchase, your domain from, let's say, Namecheap or GoDaddy, Teresa purchased from somebody else. I can't remember who it was. She can get you that link too, but they're all the same idea, different prices and different availability. But once you purchase it, you'll go into your Namecheap or GoDaddy back office, and you'll see how to redirect it. If you need help, I can help you, or they have great live chat support. One-on-one. Thanks, Teresa. One-on-one.com. You are welcome. So we have plenty of promotional tools to use, plenty of tricks of the trade, plenty of social media tricks. That's why we do these webinars for, a casual Monday night to get everybody kind of on the same page. And so, all right, let me stop sharing my screen. Thanks for the questions, you guys. It's awesome when you guys engage. All right, so I am back on the screen here. All right, so tonight we have a very special guest. Some of you have seen him as of late appear into the limelight. And Scott, let's see, Mr. Scott, he came in, I'm going to say it was around May 1st, and we can we can go back and forth on this, but it's a cool little story behind Mr. Scott Bland, is that a little bit, but I'll let Scott tell you all about himself, but what attracted me to Scott initially was that he is a very vibrant personality. He's very well spoken, and he's very good in front of the camera. He's got a very shiny head. He's wearing his hat tonight. But what's cool about Scott is this. Scott joined me back in May, and Scott was one of those guys that he's very smart, he's very intelligent, he's got a lot of experience in the industry, but I would say that his mindset was very MLM, and it was very it goes to show you that this whole concept of reward-based crowdfunding and the whole concept of reverse royalty was very different, and it's very different for a lot of people. So it didn't catch up to Scott real quick, and we would go back and forth with messages, and he would be, he would throw these little jabs in, like, so are we ever going to earn in this company, or we just get real. And I would say to him, I'm like, listen, man, this is how it works. And, and I kept going over and over and over and over it with him. But, thank God that, and I told Scott too, and he'll tell you, I'd always tell him, I'm like, man, you would kill it with this, because I would watch his videos on his other companies all the time. And I just would sit back and I'd be like, oh my gosh, when is he going to get it? So without further ado, I want to bring on Scott, and he can tell you the story. And if you guys haven't checked out his videos yet, he goes live every day, right, Scott? Every day he's live every day, and he's talking about something, but it's always of great value. And he's a huge proponent of community growth and helping for the greater cause. So, Mr. Scott Bland,
There.
the floor is yours.
Hey everyone, how are you? Like, you talk back. Right. So get this. One of the things, and Corey, we can kind of talk about this, but one of the reasons, and I don't know, maybe some other people are having this type of mindset too. Me being a mindset coach, we can get into a certain mindset. Like when I go out and I do a different program, that sort of deal, I don't like percentages. Like you could make 2% of this when you reach this level. And so that's where I was when it came to Kula Brands. Like a point, I was asking you, like, what does a point equal? What is that? Why am I getting 1 point, 2 points, 3 points? If you can give me a figure of what the point equals, but it didn't register that we really don't know what a point is going to equal until the sales go out. And so that's where I didn't catch up. Like, if I go out and I sell 20 of these and now I have 20 points, well, 1.5 times whatever 20 is, whatever that is. What is that? What does that look like? Because I'm a realist, I want to know what that's going to look like. But kind of the neat thing is, if someone says money, Alan.
Money.
That looks like money, 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 money.
Money.
Yeah. So that's where I was, but it didn't. That's why I'm trying to, like, when I'm doing my videos, to help people to know that you don't know. It's almost like, and I hate to use the word. Well, I'm not even going to use it because we hear what's my return of what's my return of investment? But this is an investment. And so I started to go down the road of seed, time, and harvest. What it is like me coming to you all and saying, so Corey, how many apples is one seed going to produce? You don't know. It's going to produce an orchard, a multitude of apples, but you can't tell me how many. And so that's the concept that I had to grasp onto my thinking. Like, if I buy a single product, how much is that point going to be worth? I haven't a clue. How many products are going to be sold from the entire community and ongoing with Walmart and Costco and Target and Kohl's and TJ Maxx, and I have no idea. So, being a factual man, how would you get around that for the people that are looking for something solid in that area? Make sense?
Absolutely. And that's one thing that Scott knows. I told him over and over, I said, man, would you just keep watching the webinar until your light bulb goes off? And he'd go, blah, yeah, blah, 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 blah. But he did. And I was going to ask you, Scott, by the way, guys, Scott is a personal development motivational coach, if you guys didn't know. And he's been around the industry for a long time. And so, but one thing I wanted to ask you, Scott, was what was kind of the tipping point for you? What was kind of the aha moment that was there a defining moment that made you kind of get the whole big picture? And then, because once you got it, you were like a rocket was lit under your tush and you took it to a whole new level.
Yeah. I had to keep watching the division of points that Peter went through, the video of the division of points, because I didn't know what a point was. Like, please tell me what is a point, but then I had to once again go back and try to, because Corey, everyone has their own perception of a reality. Being new to something, and I know I'm kind of going around your question, but we have got to get into the people's minds and try to hit them according to their perception of a reality. And so the easiest way that I can do that of the aha moment that I had was when I realized that I don't know the value. Peter doesn't know the value of a point until we get some figures going, you know? And even, you know, in 3 months difference, we don't know the value of that point after 3 months because of the sales, you know? It's the expansion of something. I can't tell you. So I had to come to the realization of my own perception of saying, well, what can I liken this to? You know, how can I wrap my mind around, okay, you pledged, you get a point. Well, what does that mean? You know? And so that I had to personally light my own thinking, I guess. And then with you, because I was always bugging you every once in a while, and then I would like, Corey, just leave me alone. I'll get at you when I'm ready. You know, please dismiss me from this group and stop bugging me. But, you know, you were always cordial. You were always saying, okay, well, you'll get it one day. And I'm like, what you might think, like, what if I want to get it? You know, leave me alone. You know, until I realized, honestly, you know, those that know me, you're going to be hearing all kinds. I'm a relationship man, you know, I do believe in God, but and here's the thing, when you realize that what we are doing is a principle that works. I mean, I don't even look at this as a business opportunity. Very, very seldom will you hear me in my videos where I actually talk about this is a great business opportunity. This is a great opportunity to be a blessing or to help another person's dream come alive. And in doing that, it will come back to us. So when I had that aha moment, it was history.
That's awesome. As I've said before, I am like a bulldog on a rope toy when I believe in somebody and I believe that they eventually will get it, or that I think it's important enough. There's some people that, you know, there's no hope for, and at that point you just don't waste your energy on anymore. But definitely glad that I stayed on you, Scott, and that I just also want you to share with everyone, which I try to explain, you know, about comfort zones and stepping out, and that's where the magic happens. With you're one of the best at doing videos, and I really honestly believe that doing videos is one of the best ways to create value and get yourself out there and relate to yourself. So I just want you to spend like a minute or so on, you know, or however long you want, on the importance of, you know, how you got into doing videos and how you got past that kind of that roadblock or whatever it was, or if you had one, into getting into the video kind of social aspect of things for promoting.
Sure. Here's the reality of it. And I'll go back to what I said earlier. Every single person that will ever watch a video that I make or you make has a different process of thought. Some will like it, some won't like it. And who cares? Because they all have their own mindset. There is absolutely, when you get to the understanding, like today when Deborah made her video, I was just, no joke, I was sitting in my chair, and Corey, you know this because I inboxed you. I was sitting there smiling because Deborah was being Deborah. She was relatable. Her daughter was there on the camera. She had little props that she had. I don't know if it's on a little table or what. And she was picking up these props, and you know, she was laughing, and her daughter was laughing and opening. That is the law of attraction. People will be attracted to Deborah that aren't attracted to me, that aren't attracted to Corey, but will be attracted to, I don't know, I'm looking at Nadia. They will be attracted to, Colleen. Somebody needs to see you because their mindset is already set according to the shoes that they have worn up to this very day. Okay. So they all have a process of thinking. So they might know you in familiarity, it's one of those things I always use. Familiarity breeds contempt. So that's why I literally shared Deborah's video on my timeline. Why? Because now people don't have to hear me say it because they've heard me. Oh, come on, I've been part of MLM for 20 some years. And I have the next best thing. It's better than sliced bread. And everyone's like, okay, Scott, here goes another one of Scott's little programs, And I build. But now when they can see somebody else say the same things I'm saying, they're like, oh, and then it comes back and you're like, I told you this for the past 3 months. You mean you're just now joining after hearing this girl when I've told you this for 3 months? Well, I didn't get it when you were telling me. I'm like, I said the same stuff. So that's how you get past videos, where you realize there's nothing wrong that you can say because it's going to reach someone, So just be yourself. Get on the camera and do, if you if you don't like your face on camera, do what Corey and I did today. It's called MSQRD. Put on a little monkey face, get out there and share something. It's awesome.
That's awesome. That made me laugh again. It really is. It was goofy and it was, but it was eye catching. That's for sure. Yeah. And that's the point. And so, is there any last words or any advice that you can give to any of the members that perhaps are here that want to grow their business or that are maybe they're not to the point they want to be? I always tell them just to take the pressure off of themselves because the opportunity alone here is huge. But is there anything that you want to add or any kind of closing thoughts that you want to add, Scott?
Yeah. How much time do I have?
As long as you want, brother.
I want to, do me a favor, but anybody that is on this video, seriously, get a pencil or a pen or something and write this stuff down because, this is new. It's like a baby to us. We don't want people to get into something and lose focus. So maybe in closing on this one, since I'm a guest speaker and I don't know when Corey's ever going to have me back. Number one, we have got to, we have to have an attitude of expectancy. You will get what you expect, whatever you wake up in, like if you wake up and you're like, man, there's two kinds of people. One person will wake up and say, good God, it's morning. And another person will wake up and say, good morning, God. Their mindset will lead you exactly where that you need to go. Okay. So have an attitude of expectancy. What is it? Where are you going to be 5 years from today? And that's, Corey knows my heart on this. I'm like, Corey, I don't want to go gung ho on something again. And all of a sudden it's gone in a month because people are quitting. If I go gung ho because the things that I do offline, people see me. There's some trust issues that I've established offline that people are seeing me do this. That's number one. So have an attitude of expectancy. Number two, take control of what you can. Things that you can't, we don't have control over. And I don't mean to go on a negative deal here, but we don't have control over what sells, what doesn't sell. We don't have control over the identity of Cooler Brands, but I do have control over self-branding. I do have control over making my own videos and showing the excitement and the enticement where people, I sell me. That's what people are buying. They're not buying Cooler Brands. They're buying you. That's why it's very important to get your face up, on a video. So, be mindful of that, take control of what you can and everything else that you can. It is what it is. Get in the community, you all. Stay in the community. Get on the chats. Association brings assimilation. What does that mean? Whatever you're associating with, you will become like mind. Okay? If you're around passion will stay there. Okay. As someone put, stay plugged in, be with positive people as much as possible. Get with us, visit the chat room once a day, get on these Monday night calls, inbox me, do videos, go and like somebody's videos, just associate yourself with like-minded people. You know, always, always, always speak what I call positive affirmations. You know, speak things that be not as though they were. If you don't understand it, don't take my lead and say, what is this mess? I don't want to be part of this. Because look at me. You know, I was saying that for months. I could be way ahead of the game, and I'm not behind the game by any means since I've joined, but always speak positive, knowing where it is that you are going. Okay, we're going to make mistakes. There were some times I loved Deborah's video, going back to Deborah's video. I make mistakes on video. Deborah made some mistakes on video. One time she even said, what'd she say? I'm so crazy. Or she said something, and I started laughing because that is what attracts people. Somebody else that is kind of nervous on camera is going to be attracted to what Deborah just did and be like, well, if Deborah did that, you know, I can do that too. That is mindset. You know, don't ever try to come on a video with a polished step by step by step by step, because now you're making people nervous and they're like, man, I could never do what they do. Be yourself. And then last but not least, just celebrate the accomplishments. We are going to be paid in December off of the accomplishments that all of us have done. It's one of the best things that really attracted me to Kula Brands is because, and not in a negative way, but I don't need you. I don't need a team. I don't need people, you know, sponsors and recruits. You know, I am going to celebrate my accomplishments. You know, I had 2 people join me this week into Kula Brands. Some of you might have 10. I don't know. I have 2. I'm going to celebrate that. It's a good thing, you know. And just when we do one last thing, Corey, and I'm done. And I put it out in the chat today, you all. When it comes to doing these videos, get in the chat room. Let us know that they're going to go live. Now, here's the important thing. When you go to somebody's video, you act like you know nothing about it, because everybody else, that what we are trying to attract are other people that don't know anything about it. So what you're doing is stirring up the video. Wow, you know, Scott, what do you mean when you said that a point? What does that mean? Because within the mindset, it's going to place people in that mindset of, well, they don't know, I don't know, I can ask a question too. You know, it's as a man thinketh in his heart, so goes his life. And if they think that we're all just rushing these videos because we're all part of the same thing and we all know it and they don't, they're going to feel left out. Okay. So when we do the videos, get on the videos and be like, what are you talking about? What is the loyalty? You might know. Okay. And I'm not going to say, Corey, you've been part of this thing for months. You know what a royalty is. Because we want to attract like minds. Okay, I'm done.
Awesome, man. I love you. You covered, you cover everything that I practice every day. And it's, man, I love that you are so in sync and in tune with yourself and with God and with, everything that's going on around you, because it really makes the biggest difference in the world when you wake up in the morning and you smile and you say, thank you, God, for another breath. And that will carry you through your day. No matter what happens from that point, you're in the right mindset. And so it's very important. I mean, you covered so many great points, and yeah, celebrate. I mean, we are going to have so many celebrations countless celebrations. And not just monetarily. It's going to be community. It's going to be, these new people that are coming in every day. It's forming that bond and these friendships. And this really truly is a community with a business attached to it. It's not the other way around. It's not a business with a community. And so it's very important for you guys. Most of you guys know that, but surround yourself with the winners. Surround yourself with the positivity. And this is coming from somebody that I used to hang out with the losers, man. And I used to have a very bad mindset and a very negative mindset. And looking back on it, it's not the way to live. And so, go about your day, be grateful, come with a place of love, come from a place of love. Scott, thank you so much, man. I can't thank you enough. And we'll definitely ask you back. You're an inspiration in the short couple days that you've done videos for everybody to see that they know you now. You know, I know Michael's probably got a couple signups from some videos you've done and several other people. And it really is the first time in any business that I have ever seen that there's no division of people. There's no ups, downs, left, rights, diagonals. There's just a one big circle of awesome people, man. We're attracting some of the most amazing people, you know, in the world. And Scott's a walking example of that. So thanks, man. And Scott has something else to say.
Just one thing, because what I saw in there with Deborah's, or what was it? Thank you, Colleen. Can't wait to source. Yeah. Here's another way to think about making the videos. Never, ever, ever do I personally want it to be said about me that I was holding somebody else's dream to come alive. There is somebody that is attached to you. Their purpose is attached to you. So when you go out and make these videos, or when you just go, you know, on the street, anybody that you bypass, would you want it said that their dream or their passion, their financial breath was you and you passed them? Start talking to people. There are people that need this very thing that we have.
Is that it? Awesome. Yeah, that's a very important point is there are a lot of people that need this. It's not you selling them something. It's you providing the vehicle for them to get to their dreams. And so don't rob them of that and don't deprive them of that. And so great point. Great point. Someone needs you. That's right. So, man, I love doing this on Monday nights with you guys. Thank you. I'm very grateful for all of you that come and hang out. You know, it's just so much fun. And down the road, we're going to look back. You know, I always say live in the moment, but if you down the road, when you look back and you see this great group of people, you know, there's only a few handfuls of people on this call tonight, and there's more every week, but it's so cool getting to know all you guys and getting to know you guys online and seeing monkey faces and and just having fun, man. This is I'll say it again, take the pressure off yourself. Being in this community itself is the best thing that's ever going to come along in our lifetime, and I'm 100% sure of that, and you can hold me to it. And don't give up now, guys. Just stay consistent in your posts and your videos, and go out of your box and just get crazy. And thank you, Deborah, for your video. I got a great laugh at that. And Scott's exactly right. You know, yeah, definitely applaud you, Deb, for doing that. I know how nervous and scared you were getting into that video, even though you do videos all the time. But going live is a little different animal because you feel like you can't mess up. Or, I mean, you guys should see my blooper reel. I mean, Scott, I'm sure you have a nice blooper reel too. I go back and I just laugh at myself because people love it, man. That's why people watch America's Funniest Home Videos, because they like to see people mess up or people fall down, or, you know, it's just fun. So hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of this webinar tonight, and you guys have a wonderful evening. I'm not going to hold you up anymore, and we'll see you in the groups tonight. And like Scott said, man, come chat with us. Come chat with us in the chat room. And thank you all for being the best part of Cooler Brands, and have a wonderful evening.
Good night, all.
Yeah, unmute yourselves, everybody. Say good night to each other. Type it in the chat.
Good night,
Oh my
Cooler
God,
family.
horrible that I missed this